dirty offer with the Empress. Somebody trying to act like they confused about this motherfucker. Somebody trying to act like, girl, yeah, y'all, we got to go right in. Somebody trying to act like they don't remember who they was married to, or they're gonna try to be married to somebody for. Let's say somebody married for 50 years. They're gonna try to get rid of this bitch and then replace the wife and then kill the wife, replace the wife, and then act like or displace the wife and try to act like somebody a side piece or something is the wife and was the wife all the time. Get the fuck. Somebody is crazy. That's why I told y'all. You getting offended when I told you. You getting offended when I told you that can't nobody from the industry, whatever they sign in that paperwork. You see, that's why I said they trying to say, oh, the old white Jews. How about if some of them Jews was not white? Some of them Jews that they have hidden ones here and they're not white. They're actually black. Then you just mad. Then you just mad. Then you just mad. You get what I'm saying? Because it wasn't gonna be your family, or you was in the family, but you don't actually descend from this particular traits, and so you can't have it. So you wanted to have it anyway. I told you, y'all can keep on. That's why I don't listen to ignorant motherfuckers that's still talking about the same thing from your textbooks when it come to history, when it come to black history and slavery. I do not listen to these fucking people. They in their emotions, you can tell when they communicate. No, this is people that come on here and be like, all the things what they did to us and the slave. You still all passionate about that shit 300 something fucking years later. That's why you can tell these people is in they you ain't really did no other on your own research. I done did 20 years worth of research on my own without even putting it out there really like that. I ain't got to listen to what the fuck nobody say about something that I done already seen and I done already read it for filth or what it is, and I seen the truth. I ain't got to prove nothing to you. I don't got to get on here and sound sassy and sound smart. I don't got to do none of that. Somebody is just in their ego because somebody didn't take a dirty offer. I just heard, but we're going to go ahead and press on. The song that hit me the most today is Get Him Back. I didn't even look at the lyrics of the song. I didn't because I listen like instrumental here as of the past 2 years. I haven't been listening to, I usually listen to oldies, but I've flipped the switch and I just listen to instrumental because I don't want words manipulating anything. Right? So, plus, I don't even look at this as music. Actually, if somebody thinking that they slick, but they are doing just what I'm trained them to do, basically, by coming on here and challenging me through the music. And I'm not even listening to the music. So somebody say, maybe you're autistic. You listen to that music. I'm not even listening to the music for the music. You understand? It's almost like it's a Morse code thing. like it's like Morse code that I created. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody's confused. Somebody that was in their ego is confused that somebody was intelligent or something to figure something out, or they scared. Okay, somebody can be scared that somebody can actually figure something out. Like these people that did brain damage to somebody and everything, trying to make it like somebody can't figure a thing out, whatever this thing is. Okay. I am starving, y'all. Like Marvin. I was hearing McBride, the McBrides. I'm starving, y'all. I really am. Because like I said, if I'm in my Holy Spirit energy and I can't see wickedness around me or wicked things that people done against me, it was the responsibility of these elders and these people around me to make sure that that shit didn't happen. Not that they can charge a price. Not that, oh, if you promise they're going to come back in one piece. If you was not supposed to be doing none of that. Supposed to not doing none of that. So that's why these people was be charged and removed from their fucking positions. Filthy. Their actions. Because what are we going to be judged by? Our works, not our language, buddy. It's not going to be your language you're going to be judged by. It's going to be your works. So people want to talk about language, please, but your works are filthier. You cannot cast a stone. You cannot make a suggestion. Nobody wants to hear it. You get what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear it. You just causing commotions and problems because you pressed. Somebody here is pressed. That's like me letting you continue to tell me something like, oh, this person, no, whoever this is that's taking something, whether they're trying to take my womb or something, you're beneath me. You would never have the power to make those decisions, those executive decisions. You're not in the fucking executive. Okay? You never been an executive. You never been an executive. And again, we really have to look at this too. It's about will, y'all. This is about your will. This is about also going on a journey and realizing your journey along the way and being able to have milestones and enjoy them. If you was in the music industry and your record sales is up, enjoying that and knowing how that feels. And then going through the process when they would go down and knowing how that feels. Somebody cannot just not use your will and take your energy and your essence and use it how the fuck they want to. And then try to pin you up in something like, oh, you sold your soul or you did this. No. And that's what I was trying to think. Like, do you even know what soul your soul look like? Most of these people that's jumping and body jumping and stuff like this, they already have sold it. That's what selling your soul look like to a certain extent. The people that's able to body jump and everything like this, back and forth and do all this stuff. That's what I'm saying. It's not the same. Somebody was born as a Holy Spirit energy, you cannot change that person and make them like you. They're always still going to be having that energy within them or that essence about them. It's like a forever trait. And always can use it. That's the people that are at the top or trying to run things are corrupt. They're always going to be able to use that to wipe the slate clean for themselves when people are doing this stuff that they're doing, trying to manipulate your energy, trying to say you was there doing this and that or something like this, trying to get you caught up in some scandal. What I told you about the children, the laying in the bed with naked children, if they put some naked children to go pose with you or some children to go pose with you. These are people that feel like they in competition with you and you ain't even in the same league. They just happen to be people that stole. This is all about intent. This is people that stole the intelligence. It will never resonate with you like it would with the right person that's supposed to have it. Nothing that these people are doing are set in stone. So I'm trying to tell you. So they can say, oh no, well, this person wanted their masters back and stuff like this. How about these people was never supposed to have their masters? How about it's something that they signed in them contracts in a little bitty corner of them lines right there, and it would have been written in some kind of language or something like this, legalese or something that you didn't really understand at that time. And again, it might have even said that shit, this death. I don't want to be with you no more. Look at what it said, and to you. Something like this, death. It's death. It's over for somebody. Like, you can't, now don't cry about it now. Don't cry about it. You can't get something. You cannot fool everybody all the time. You just cannot fool everybody all the time. You can't. And that's what somebody's trying to do. Or try to make me jealous with a bitch that ain't me. You talking about some little demons. You talking about some little deities. You talking about some little critters or something like this, like some gremlins or some roaches, or you talking about some bugaboos, like some ghost or something, a boo hag or something like this, like a little ghost, or somebody's talking about something like this, these kind of entities. All right. And most of the time, if these people had an empress or they was around God or they was around the sun, and then you fell for that nigga, you already, who want that back? I don't want that back. I don't want it back. Somebody that would make me think that I need whatever was taken, what you thought you was taken away from me, even if it was a man. And that wouldn't make no sense if a part of that nigga is still sitting here in front of my face. It wouldn't make no sense. Do you understand what I'm saying? I mean, y'all got to get over this. Whatever this is that these people is doing, it's some kind of mental manipulation or something like this. It don't make no sense. You know, people losing children to these crooked individuals, but the children still in the house with you. Okay, yeah, you might have lost your. There could be something, but again, these are people that's looking for that something. They're looking to feed off of that essence. If you have these children, you may not even recognize their full gifts or potential or their essence because you don't need to feed off of it. You just produce it, and you know about not getting high on your own supply, even if you did need to feed off of it. You see, I mean, you got to just make something make sense to me. You got to just make something make sense to me. You could have been fooling. Somebody could have said, this is the perfect opportunity to kill off this bloodline. Let's just take the spouse of this person and we're going to build on that and we're going to make this person more powerful than their spouse that is a part of this powerful lineage or this person that has this gift or whatever. We're going to make the spouse more important. We're going to create technology to make people on one accord with that person. If God made it so they'll be one accord with the wife or the daughter or the son of God, we're going to recreate that and make these people on one accord with this man. And then we're going to deny all of the requests if this was a battle or something, or you got commentators at games and stuff like this and the people that put the scores on the scoreboard. We just going to act like you can't. Everybody's seen it. Everybody would have seen one person make the goal or something. They're waiting to see somebody hit them damn hoops. They're waiting to see that action, ain't they? I don't know nothing about sports, but I'm guessing this is the basics. So that means that they're gonna look at the scoreboard eventually and be like, wait, that person made that hoop or whatever. Why the thing didn't change? Somebody is just like obviously in front of everybody, like doing some weird shit like that. Like, and if you got to do all that, whatever you got challenging me, because I'm not gonna challenge nobody for me to be me. So whatever you got that you think is challenging me is really not. You know, these are illusionists, I think, we're dealing with here. These that must definitely have to be illusionists. Somebody is in their ego and they want you to feel bad about you humiliating them. Like I said, my channel is too small for people to actually tell me that you know who, because I don't put my children on video. You might have got a glimpse of them once or something like this or whatever. But I'm not a channel where I put my children on display. You might have heard their voice or something like this. Okay? So it would be hard for somebody to make a claim that I'm humiliating them when most of the children that I'm already naming, their name, there's okay. There might be only one person with my name, Shalonda. It might be there's a lot of Shalondas. I'm noticing that there's a lot more, but it might be only one Shalonda B. My last name, the full last. I'm not gonna say it right now. I'm trying not to do that, but with my whole full last name, okay. So it might be hard to find somebody else with my first and last name, but the people in my family, they first and last name could be replicated 1,000 times. There's 1,000 people with their name. So you would have to do real digging and use some professional military or government grade intelligence or hacking skill or some kind of skilled hackers to find out and break down who I'm talking to on my channel. It's not like we just got recording hours because we are a blogger family and then you guys get to see my children, but then I come on here and when the camera is off, private things happen and then I expose those things that are private about these people or whatever like this that they would not want on camera. If it wasn't on camera, don't say it. Something like this. No. The channel is too small. That means that somewhere the reach is a lot more. Somebody's lying about the numbers or they're putting something on another platform and the reach is massive to get this many people. You have to think about stuff like that. Just about the conversation we all have on here and everything, the shock value, the wanting to know what is this crazy bitch about to say next. Ain't nobody talking like that. There's no way that my channel is this small. And I don't give a fuck. I told you, because I don't want the numbers. I don't want to get famous off YouTube or none of this shit like this. But I'm just telling you, I don't have to know the exact numbers. I don't have to know what this is called. I don't know have to know the professional term. Maybe if I'm going to take it to court, but for me, the lawyers would know that. I explained it to the lawyer. I think people doing X, Y, Z. Oh, that sounds like espionage. That sounds like this. That sounds like that. That's what they're supposed to be for. You understand? The Wheel of Fortune. So, like I said, these people that's dealing with these people is something about there's a different, what I'm hearing is there's something different about they're in the way, making more problems, making rumors and stuff. It doesn't matter what they do, flailing around for the next 10 years or something. What I'm saying is, whatever I am cannot be contained by these people, and whatever they are, it's almost like this is your maker. So you could be mad all the fuck you want to and throw around on the tantrum on the floor if you want to. But what I said, I meant it. Because I know that heavily there's a couple of these people that could have been connected or offspring of some of these so-called family members, but they made it into fame. But that took you out of the radar from trying to be able to take what the fuck you trying to take from me. Or trying to put, do you understand? Whatever this is, they compromise themselves in some type of way. And they know it. It doesn't really, they know it. And these people took, so they want to say, oh, sometimes I feel like a motherless child. You took and listened to other people, and you even took the knowledge from your mama and stole out my purse and stole out my mind and stole my shit. You understand? You stole my things. And then you went and dispersed them and gave them out to your friends and stuff. You some unruly motherfuckers, disrespectful motherfuckers, and you're gonna get exactly what you deserve at the end. So you gonna feel like it. Because most of these people move together in that sense. Most of these people know that even with some of these mothers, unless I'm the only one that you did this to, that I don't know nothing about these kids that you're trying to pin on me. I don't know nothing about these children that you grew in them farms or whatever that you trying to pin on me. I don't know if you just trying to pin them on me so they can take money from me, so they can sign up to be a part of some program to take something from me or whatever this is. I don't know how it benefits me or anything because I was thinking even if there's a group of people that was built outside your family unit, the way your family unit is treating you, if you have a problem with getting someone to do a little favor for you at home, when you served your family very diligently and you took some time out for yourself and they so mad about you taking time out for yourself to try to go on some soul searching after putting in all that time and these people already grown and they can fend for themselves or they supposed to be able to. And then when you ask these people one thing and they grump about it and they add all, it ain't nothing about you being no. For my, I don't know about you, but for my situation, it would not be because I was a bad mother and I didn't do something. No, there's something else that these people did that they might be a little bit humiliated about. That they didn't know was going to scatter something the way that it did. And now you feel like a motherless child because I'm hearing whatever server I'm on, something has been moving very clearly and free. It was very, I said very free flowing all this time. The only problem was kind of like in a holy grail, holy graceful energy. I didn't even know I was a conduit of something. That's how smooth the shit was sailing. But it's these people that wanted to get on or wanted to latch on to it or wanted to do something in all this mess that they started doing alongside it. This is what ruined something. Whatever I am being attached to it, it was just flowing. Somebody got greedy. Somebody got mad. Somebody wanted to remove themselves. Somebody wanted to say, well, I'll just get my thing and then I will do this. And you can't do that because you already signed away your right to do that when you signed that contract. You understand? So these are some badass, unruly children that listen to their father to go and strike at or harm their mother or something like this or steal from their mother because it was funny or the mother was blindfolded or they said the mother was blind. And somebody let these people steal or try to get holes and everything like this. And now you looking stupid. And then you mad because you want me to be mad like y'all is. But I didn't do that. I did. If somebody took something from me, it's because you stole it, bitch. I didn't give it to you. So yeah, you wanted to handle it. Be honest about it. You didn't want, you thought that somebody was beneath you and you didn't want to respect whatever the structure was. You didn't want to respect something. You thought you were bigger than something. And then, hey, God, the way God hold me, I'm not worried about that. I'm not worried about these people or none of that shit or whatever this is. It don't even get personal for me. I look at the outer rims or the construct of something and I see it for what it is, and that's what it be. Somebody mad because you're not feeling like, how is it that we taking these things or we doing this and that? And you're not fit because in the end, I know. It's getting returned. Somebody is trifling. You listen to one of these little brothers or something, the one that was like more in the streets or more hot headed or something, or some fire sign or somebody like this. You listen to this person. You listen to this person, and then you done fucked everybody up. Yeah, with this injustice here. These people talking about it's your time. These people been sitting here trying to manipulate this thing the whole time. Whole time it was my time. That's why I said they greedy. They greedy. The whole time it was my time, it was your time. Because I wasn't even doing anything. You thought that you was going to pile some shit up on me and walk away. I wasn't even doing anything. This company or whatever we're talking about could have been in my name for the whole time I've been born, since I was a newborn. The day after I was born, somebody could have changed something. I'm telling you, this is somebody finding out that somebody ain't the dad and killing a nigga, like killing your dad on the other side. Because they found out that what you said was true. And now this person hates you even more. They always wonder why they hated you. Because you the real child of their father or something, and they not, or something like this. Girl, somebody need to sit down. Go wipe your tears. Or this is somebody that thought, let me get a Caucasian woman so that I can overthrow my so-called black daughter that is going to be the first so-called black woman to do something, and they're going to reign over me and all these bitches that I was using to manipulate the situation and steal from her all this time. So let me go ahead and I'm going to get with a white woman, because when I come present this white woman about these documents and stuff like this, they're going to let me in. When I produce these white kids or these Caucasian, not white because I'm white, they're Caucasian, feather or father. I'm white. They're Caucasian. And somebody went and broke the. These are people that got approached by people when they maybe didn't know fully who they was. And so they took half the deal, or they took the dirty offer. I want the whole thing. And it's not greed. It's not fraud. It's not nothing. It is what is fucking supposed to be. And I am what I said I am. So you understand? That's different. Somebody's mad because they wish that they had that much sense or something back there when this, so they trying to push shit into your guts. They're trying to push it up your butthole. They're trying to push it in your vagina. If you said no, they're trying to drug you and push it up in your booty anyways. They're trying to push it up in your throat. This is people that'll come drug you in the middle of the night and come stick their penis in your throat several times. You know what I'm saying? Because you said you don't want to swallow. You know what I'm saying? So somebody get some money so they can come in your house and jab it in your throat a couple times and record it and say, yeah, bitch, you sucked my dick last night. It was not with my will if you drugged me and opened up my mouth and put your penis in my throat. I'm sorry. I don't have no recollection of this. And then you think because you show it to the public of a whole nation or a whole world full of mindless behavior individuals and convince them that you got footage that says otherwise, like I give a fuck when I know that I didn't willingly do whatever the fuck you're talking about. You got the wrong one. Because at that point, it doesn't matter. Those people don't matter. We got the matriarch of Blaine's. I about to say Blaine. Well, damn, Tiffany is Blaine baby mama. In the reverse here. Yeah, I'm telling you, these is people that choose the women that is kind of, kind of a little bit, will go for anything. I won't say that they slow. If you smarter, it's because God gave you something to make you smarter, or you stole it from me. So, because I'm not even that intelligent, it's something that I carry within me that I feel like people have taken out of me and replenished it, or they did something, and then or my kind will say that. All right. And then they're administering it or selling it off. This could be also why some people was contracted to be able to have control over these people that's acting like monsters. Point blank, period. It would be for any group. The music industry, give up your dead, give up your disrespectful, give up your something. You better eat them alive on your own or something like this. When it comes to the Hollywood, whatever this is, that's the only way you're going to get anything you think that you about to be getting back. Like, I'm tired of talking about it, to be honest with you. This should be common sense. We got the matriarch of Blaze with the trapper here. And then we got this journey, Scorpio journey energy. This could also be Blackbeard. These two could be both in reverse here. Okay. These people could be in reverse here. And then we got the trapper. So somebody could be trying to call on somebody to meet them somewhere or something like this, and it maybe didn't work. Because somebody need to make it seem like, just like the other day, right? Okay. There's houses in my neighborhood that's kind of strange to me. Just the activity of the people in and out. I don't go too deep, but when I first started going through this particular ascension, this house over here behind me was very prominent. I could have sworn I seen visions and stuff like this at that house or through the house, or I was pulled. It was like a magnetic pull to one of these houses over here. All right. And then the other day, I was doing something. What was I doing? It kept on being this pulling energy or whatever. And then I was coming home, but I just really didn't feel like pulling in the driveway just yet. And sometimes I'll just take my car. I have my cards with me or something like this, and then I'll sit like on a corner down the street, or I'll go sit in front of a house down here or up the hill. If my internet ain't working or if the sun is shining too much in my thing, I'll go park over here up the street where there's another shade tree. But there's a house that's back here in the street back behind me, and I was going one day and I stopped in front of this house, and I just was picking up, because sometimes source will just stop me somewhere, and it's almost like it's a portal or something. It's almost like it's energy, something here about to be relatable, right? So this would be like somebody trying to say, wait, um something happened at this particular place or a particular house in my neighborhood. Now, I don't think that these are regular day-to-day cases what the police would call, because Miss Rogaine around the corner is getting beat up by her husband again, and the police is pulling up for the 20th time this year. And then everybody can see her bleeding and going into the ambulance and him going to jail. We're not talking about that. We're talking about these kind of, I don't want to call it special services. I want to call these strange occurrences. These stranger things occurrences. So something could have been being set up for a stranger thing. So I sat there for a minute. I think I had my coffee and my cookies, and I was just sitting there. And then I was about to start doing the video, and I was sitting in front of that house, just sitting there for like 5-10 minutes. I did not get out of the car, but this would be somebody trying to like bait somebody being at a particular house in a neighborhood. Like if they was trying to say that there's a supernatural serial killer around here, right? That would be somebody trying to map up that my car was in front of that house. I never seen up close the people that live in that house. I just hear conversations when they sit in the backyard sometimes. Same thing with a couple of houses over. You know, now you have to realize that when I'm talking like this, we talking about the people, but there's also attachments on people. That's another thing about being, mm, it's hard. It's hard to be in that energy, to be able to pick up on the things on that particular level here. But there's nothing that you can necessarily do about it, because these are not like things where something here. And I don't know how to explain it to you. And I don't plan on starting a ministry on it either. Okay. Hmm. I don't know why we're picking up on um why we're picking up on that whole Chanel thing with Tyler and I about to say Mommy Wata and Miami because I think I seen her earlier talking about no, I'm a whore or something. It's almost like somebody is manipulating a person to say something to drag them. Somebody could also think that somebody is your we are one or somebody is anchored to you. Okay. I was kind of shocked to see Tyler and I don't really want to get into that type of commentary, but it's very personal to me because I feel like these people are trying to they're golly. It's that's why I said God is not the author of confusion, but could definitely straighten that shit out when it have to be. So I was kind of shocked to see these because that would be if they're trying to use this as the narrative, that's almost like mother and daughter. I don't know if there's a masculine energy that could be connected to both of them that's trying to out somebody also is a person that likes sexual. It's so hard to deal with sexual degenerates. Like somebody could have looked at you and be like, bitch, I know you ain't talking. You done had all these niggas or something like this. And then so what? Shit. If somebody is a fountain or if somebody got healing, whatever this is, or this is a part of their tradition or their alleged culture, oh well. But I feel like somebody is trying to I don't know. You blaspheme like they're blaspheming something or someone. Like you could blaspheme someone, but you can't blaspheme the Holy Spirit. And I changed it to death because of the level of disrespect. So shit gotta change. You can't just be reading them same books parts in the Bible and you not applying it. You given the text and things like this, you have to be able to apply it. Mm. I'm just kind of rambling. I'm just channeling right now. Something just happened. So if there the thing would not be weird of me just parking my car and chilling and doing my readings because I'm just like, hold on, let me pull over real quick. Let me do. The problem is if it's people in this neighborhood that know me in any other kind of way, I'm not even sat down with these people or said hi to these people. Why the fuck is people that think that they know me or they're connected to me living in the same neighborhood with me and dealing with other people in the neighborhood and never stepping towards me? That's the stranger thing. Do you understand? The stranger thing is not me being watched by these people in the community. The stranger thing is that people that act like they know me or could be watching me from their homes or watching me or watchers are in the neighborhood and have not introduced themselves to me. Like, what is this? What is this? So somebody's like, that's not how it works. You too real. You're pointing out things. I'm telling you, this is a cleansing. You refuse to do it. It's just like when your mama say, okay, you ain't gonna clean that room. I'm looking up in there the third, fourth, fifth day. It's so nasty in there. And then you come home from school and everything in your room is in a garbage bag in the kitchen or something. You so mad. I've been an adult and had somebody have to try to do that to me. And it's an even more so degrading or it's a more so something feeling when you're an adult and somebody does that or try to do that. You understand? If it's a child, most of the time the parent then bought everything anyway. You know what I'm saying? So if they come in there and take everything out, it's like, whatever. You're gonna be pissed off either way. But it's a little bit more degrading, I think, when you're a grown up and somebody tries to do something like that. It might say a little bit more about them though too. So I don't know if somebody could have been, somebody could be watching a person from a distance is what I'm trying to say. They could have seen you parking in front of a home around the corner or something just to drink your coffee or something. And then they on a rampage or some shit like this, and that's all you was doing. Maybe they know who live in that house. That's what I'm saying. That would be the problem. That they know who live there. Do you understand? If the people is there for me, shouldn't I know where these people are stationed? Shouldn't I know? You understand? Something is weird here. But I don't want to talk on this dynamic, but I feel like somebody could be using something here. Somebody's using some type of something that they learned somewhere, or even with this energy of Tyler being from, Africa, or allegedly, so far that's what they say. This, they could be covering up the fact of transporting these children or raising them in other places, and teaching them something. Like I said, from back in the day in history, that's what the colonizers, I'm not going to even say what type, were doing. Okay. They were taking the children when they were around 7 years old, or after the children were born, and they were bringing these children overseas, teaching them something. And by the time they were all hoity toity and amongst these particular people, and the Indian was taken out of the child, and the man remained, or the woman remained, and then they brought them back, as officers and things like this. Then they were the ones that would be taking the shot at their grandparents, or their parents that were still looked at as like animals or savages that were still in the tribes, not realizing that this is where somebody came and picked you up from 20 fucking years ago, or 30 years ago. So there could be a masculine energy. I told y'all there's an energy or an entity that likes mothers to be jealous of their daughters, and then in tune it to keep moving forward. Then these children are jealous of their daughters and stuff like this. If you're not jealous of your daughters, they're going to make you regret that you're not jealous of your daughters. If you don't want your daughters dead or your children dead, they're going to make you regret that you didn't want them dead. These particular type of things. Somebody likes the ill-mannered relationship or broken relationship between mothers. I won't even have to say single. I think that if I was married, or you were married, or whoever we were talking about, it was a challenge for this person. They normally like the single mothers that's jealous of the daughter, they got that hostility or something like this. Or it could be when the mother and father is living in the same house, and then the mother, maybe looking at certain things the child is producing, they're growing, they're spreading, things like this. And then, I always wondered about things like that, right? And then you might catch the wandering eye of the father or something like this. Do you understand? To put your red flag on, sometimes you will never get this, and something could be still going on. Or it's something else that's going on into the ninth with some entity or something like this. It's just so many different ways that something could be going. Also, two lions. These people could have been acting like they was two lions, but they're not. Okay. This could also be a Middleton energy, and somebody else like William, as above, so below, in reverse. Okay. I don't know what the hell this is. Cause it's almost like people keep like putting this, y'all. It's a lot of stuff that's being yanked right out of my brain when I'm about to say it. So I know that they're working real hard to manipulate, not manipulate what I'm saying, but block some things from coming through, so that we don't go deeper or delve deeper in on it. Okay. Dang. Okay. So I don't know if these people end up losing their life because they couldn't trap someone, or they end up out of the game, or again, something like this. Because I told you, we could be at the point when people are begging for some kind of death or some kind of ending because something was all fun and games at first and now it's not anymore in some situation here. Yeah, because I'm telling you, um somebody is showing, like I told you, some of these situations, it ain't that you was better or less than or something than a person. It is somebody that cannot handle being next to the real thing. These is people that buy fake shit, like big fake shit, fake things, fake whatever, fake bags, fake this, fake, just to have it, just to say that they have it. Somebody doesn't want to face the real thing, or they don't want the real person in a position because they know that that's going to bring change. They want to be able to keep crying about some change that we didn't get over and over again. They don't want the change to come. It sounds silly, but it's not. It's actually the truth. These people are not being seen in high honor here. And even with this system here, what we got with the music here, I'm noticing a huge change here. I feel like somebody's caught on to what I'm actually doing with the music. This is like somebody like, okay, well, I'm gonna take the water faucet out since you think you something or whatever like this, and you need something to drink, and then you figure out a way to like dig a hole in like the cement wall, and some water is trickling down. Now you can still get water, and then somebody say, oh, you found out how to get water to trickle in from outside. Oh, well, I'm gonna fix that, and they go plug up that. Like somebody's trying to torment a person or something like this. I mean, it's just really silly, actually. It's kind of really silly. Why do people have to? I don't even want to say, oh, why do people have to die before? Because we're not doing that. So I don't know. They could be wondering why somebody is so upset about something, but you or somebody could be realizing what these people did to all of your children, that they killed and buried your children. Somebody could want you to feel like, damn, and my children are sitting over here with these people, and they are listening to these people, and they are now pawns for these people. You know, I don't know. Somebody could want a person to feel like that. But I feel like China or Asia, this could be some kind of older something here. Could be in the upright in a situation here. And there's something about some Native Americans that is not honorable. Something that they've done here. Maybe with this, I heard this is guy, and call him Turquoise. His features is kind of familiar to me. I don't know why or how, but he was talking about the wicked people or the evil man or something like this. But I was saying I think that the evil man is a woman. I think the evil man is a woman. Just let me in energy. Could be this alchemy energy or this alchemy games energy. Like these people are trying to do anything. Like it was okay when somebody was clueless about everything, but every time you find something, there's no way to catch up to where you need to be. It's a struggle. Like when they say the struggle is real, mm-mm. The thing is, you don't have to entertain it though. You can turn it on and off whenever you want to, or I can, anyways. So this is not the natural way of doing something. We have China here in the upright, and somebody saying something about something not being the right way to do something here. Um, with these children, that this is foreign here to be doing this low vibrational shit or something, and then also what they're finding out about whatever this is that was buried or something like this. It might be also not natural for somebody not to get caught up by the trapper. So somebody might have to admit who somebody is, what somebody is, that something is what it is, because normally these people are able to trap a person, and they wasn't able to trap someone here. And that these foreigners here, that's foreign to some type of something, I don't know what, okay, they are the ones that's sick. We got the warrior woman with the sun here. These people are sick. Yeah, it's almost like there's three, like Asiatic or something like this here. Somebody want to be doing good now, but they get mad when you don't accept it, and then somebody, yeah, because somebody can't see this Tory energy. Somebody can't see. Somebody could be blind in somebody so that they can't see, so they can get the truth about something. But I don't know. Like, we think about the overpopulation in China. Mm. These people. Mm, it's like this is the matriarch that these people was playing with for so long. But still, this is like Siberia, China, Alaska, Canada, China, and then we got the natives in reverse. Because almost like this was a whole thing at one point in time. But I wonder if they did something like represented the wrong woman as the matriarch. Because we got matriarch of blades here. The queen of, this is a queen of swords in reverse. It's almost like these black or these darker children are in reverse. These darker skin, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I don't know what it is, the flesh and the deeper the root. Let me look it up because I'm tired of keep on saying that shit and not having the one part. Hold on. Um, something. What did they do? I can't stand when people mess with my stuff. They done took Google off my phone. Well, we won't be able to do it because they took Google off my phone. I don't know who gave somebody permission to come take this out and put all this shit on here. So we can't Google anything. Oh well. Somebody is blindfolded here. And this is connected to this lion here. And this lion may be even, they can't say nothing. The mouth is closed. I wonder if these are the two people that stole the marriage with Mystic Tory and this somebody. Because who looked like Mystic Tory? My Ivanka, my Ivana. Avatar. And I'd be thinking, like, wait, what happened? Somebody find somebody's in some intel or access to a certain intel so intriguing that somebody neroed a person, like, dated them and then just say, hey, you got to leave that family alone though, if you're gonna be with me, baby. You know how those cat daddies be. You got to come on and move up here to Mexico, or you got to down here in Mexico, you got to move to California, you got to move to Chicago, you got to move to New York, you got to move wherever, like a place like this or something. Because it's heavy mind control here. People was being mind controlled by people that you can't see, that you never knew, you never met these people or nothing. Who's who? Because I could see when I look at, I think it's Ivana, and I look at her images of her throughout her lifespan. There has to be three. Now, if we could say this about presidents, then what the fuck? We can't say this about these people. And we can say that there's two Donald Trumps or three Donald Trumps, then we can definitely say this. Now, I don't know if somebody was slowly, how I told y'all, I'm waking up and realizing people ain't the same around me. This could be what world leaders actually experience as well, royals as well. So really the whole thing about the true Israel or that true unit of people, even if we don't want to call it Israel, because I feel like that's a distraction that's coming together, it really don't have nothing to do with that. They put an emphasis on that because there is another true crew of people that's supposed to be coming together and then putting that true um something in power here that's going to eliminate the rest of these people that have been, siphoning or sucking or blood sucking or whatever all this time. But I was thinking, 94 or this beauty energy, that person, there's one more, two. There's one more. Could be the Aquarius, the Hawkins. It's so many things melted into this, but they're gonna say, "Oh, you giving graven images? This you done fell so far from heaven, boy." It's like the day that I be trusting up with these motherfuckers protecting me. If you think that you, I'll be crazy as hell. No, 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 no. But I know somebody got to be something. If these the type of motherfuckers that's coming after that person and they don't have anything, they don't have the, because somebody said get the bag first. I think it's more revealing when the motherfucker don't got the bag. Mm. Yet. So the mistake, they be saying, oh, you made a mistake putting that information. God allowed me to put every information I put out here. Is what you do with it, your ass better be careful. You best be careful what the fuck you do with it. The corn maiden. I don't know if there's an athlete here that could be in reverse, and this person losing their eyesight because of something that they've done. Somebody could be of duality. They was, doing work with their hands, but they also had some type of computer system or something like this. And this person, see how this kind of looked like this too? She got some kind of disc or something in her hand, excuse me, to be able to see something. And now her eyes can't see. But whatever this is, it's almost like a miniature version of what he got on his head. This could be some kind of gaming energy here. I'm not sure. And I feel like these sick people are harvesting something that belongs to the sun. These foreign sick people, mentally ill people, are collecting something that belongs to the sun. Maybe even this warrior woman here. They put these people at the top. Now, when I say my cousin Tiffany, if somebody was in the as above with this person in the below with me, that cousin is the closest person that kind of, we got the same, maybe we had the same kind of, you could see us and think that we was cousins possibly at one point in time. They could have did that shit on purpose too, to try to relate like, yeah, that's their family or something like this. I'm not gonna say it is. I ain't gonna say it ain't. I just kind of think it might not be. But this person could have been trying to hurt me by saying, see, it was they planned on saying, see, it was always you that I love, but somebody don't like the way that I don't stay on script. They don't understand why you saying that. Oh my God, what is this? I don't know what this is. You know, somebody is feeling some kind of way. When I say this energy about this John energy, I'm starting to think that damn, they must got made a lot of clones of this person. It's like the favorite uncles and the favorite aunties, they get a lot of clones. So it's hard to, we don't know if it's this blonde hair, light skinned Tiffany. We don't know if this is the all eternal Tiffany. We don't know if this is the Aleph Adam Barker Tiffany. We don't know if this is something. We don't know if this masculine was mine and he went in the underworld or got pulled off into the underworld. And when he went there, he found one of my cousin Tiffany's offspring and related to that person in the underworld. And then now I'm the enemy here. Okay, it's supposed to be hurtful, I'm guessing. I don't know. But I know that these people must be dabbling in mind control and other unsettling things to get their way. I don't know. We got union and death in reverse here. Maybe somebody gonna have to tell where something is hidden or something like this. Because maybe this person tried to act like they was dead. And then you have whoever this is with the union. This person was not in a union with this person or was not supposed to be or something like this. I don't know, my eyes hurt really bad. Like my eyes are hurting actually. This is some kind of war, but I'm trying to tell you, there's heavy presence on it. They're doing something. Even I noticed that with the indigenous stuff, not everybody want to try to forget about the 1828 dictionary about the copper colored people, and they want to put these pictures of Moors in our garb as if these people was really this dark skin. So they're trying to do something over again, like the whole indigenous community bump up. It's like, oh my God, y'all can do that shit alone. Ain't nothing changed for me. What I seen. Somebody's trying to pick a person or something to do something here. Somebody was trying to take this blonde hair girl or take this child or something, and I feel like they can't make a Make-A-Wish Foundation, like trying to prep this person to get them pushed out of the tribe. Look how they all sitting here. They all got dark hair, and she got light hair. So this could be people of darkness, okay, dark energy, like dark witches, and somebody else is like a golden child or something like this. I don't know, or something else other than this. But you got, they could have been trying to get rid of this person or toss them out or something with the 9 of Cups here in reverse. Also, this is giving me with that porcupine the other day with the 2 tree branches, or they was holding them sticks over his head trying to oppress the person. Maybe somebody can't oppress somebody. And again, I just feel like a person is trying to get this harvest with the person. They want to share it with somebody. Most people want to be there for the whole thing. But somebody could be trying to get back with somebody. By doing that, they're going to have to something. And they want to say, see, but a million times before this, no, we can't just say, see, you was wrong about me. No, somebody just got back on track because something didn't happen. God done said something or did something that you don't want to admit that that's how it happened. You know, something like this, man. Because this tower, somebody could be like, wait, something happened to this person the next day after they did this X, Y, and Z. And then somebody that they thought was powerful did something to somebody. And then they said, oh, Somebody that they thought powerful did something to somebody, and then they got hit with something. And it's going to be like something could be started here with a fair playing grounds or something. I'm not sure. Corey in the house. Corey, Gory, Corey, Gory. Because again, in some of these relationships I'm looking at, and the way that I can see it on my level, these people are acting like ma, and I'm like, Sophia, your mom. Wait, Sophia not about to. They not about to build all this shit. You thought this was the best thing to do, then you hopped off this, and you want to hop on what the future hold for me is just luxury. No, we're not gonna do that. You come back here and take care of this shit that you built behind my back or something in this empire, whatever this is here. Yeah, judgment. The son is calling judgment on a situation here. Yeah, somebody wanted to do all this stuff. They wasn't even never supposed to be a god. But this is somebody that could have been watching you from the background. That's why this shit is so dangerous. And they seen how you played, or you negotiated things, or you were able to get what you want from, and they said that's it. They forgot about the so-called supposed true love at first. They forgot about all the motions, all the smiles, all the other things that somebody had, all of the things of favor, all of the tending to and taking care of, and they didn't see all those things. They just seen what they just nasty. They just seen what somebody do in the bedroom, say, oh, this is easy. This is also people that they was not having sex in their relationships. They couldn't stand each other. They stayed with each other just to pay the bills. And then they tried to judge our relationships or something like this. Like these people couldn't stand each other. Probably didn't touch each other in 10 years, but they were sharing the apartment because, you know, because of the bills literally only. You understand what I'm saying? And somebody tried to put that shit off on somebody else's relationship, or they wanted a person to, kind of do what I'm doing, tell my story, but also other shit, or open up things, or open up doors when it comes to past, present, and future. And then people would just think, oh, her story is so you will know when when I start telling you my story specifically, which I probably wouldn't do. That's the thing. I don't feel like it's a need to tell y'all my story like that. Yeah, if you caught it right now during this time where I'm going through this process, you caught it. Shit. If you, I don't want to go write no motherfucking book about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be having something else to do when it's my turn, which it been my motherfucking turn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be trying to write no fucking book. I ain't no motherfucking clown, nigga. I ain't come here to sit here and try to. I don't know what these people think. Not saying that everybody that write a book about their life as a clown, but I just see something as a circus, motherfucker. I don't want to be a part. It's like, motherfucker, somebody know what they did. And it's like, the moment that I feel like you picked that cousin or something, even that, especially that cousin over me, motherfucker, I done lost all due respect. Bitch, I don't care what you think. I done lost all due respect. Like, ew. Hold on.